Hi and welcome to this week's featured game, which is between Grandmaster Richárd Rapport from Hungary, the youngest Grandmaster yet to come out of that country, even though Hungary has such Grandmasters as Peter, who was quite young as well, but just under 14 years old was Grandmaster Richárd, and he is playing in this 3-minute encounter from chess.com, none other than Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. Okay, so here we go, and so obviously he's from Florida or thereabouts. Yeah, so he's from Florida in the States, of course. So here is this game. Without further ado, just have a look at this game. So we have the opening moves of the Sicilian Dragon Classical Variation Open. Normally white will play bishop e3, and here comes castles, rook e1, a little bit different from what I know, knight c6, and then we have the move back to b3. What is it that every Russian schoolboy knows? That in the Sicilian, to get d5 and e5 and are good moves to play for black, as long as they're okay. d4, chomp, through the queen, take it away. Now the knight goes back to its initial home square, which is knight b1, of course, and here we have queen c7, bishop c4 after a pawn grabbing in the opening. Because look at this. There's no development here yet, of course. I'm just joking. King h8 and bishop e6. Why not? Now we come up to black's move. What does black play here? Black plays a move that I'm going to ask you, what does black play here? What does the 4 times the white opponent, white has won in Hungary the 2017 Hungary Chess Championships, and black has won the United States Championships 4 times. So they're pretty feisty opponents. So what does black play here? What does Hikaru play here? He plays a move that puts white on a bit of a back foot. He plays d3. Oopsie, I'm using this space bar as if Fritz is going to play here. So he plays d3, and so cd3, and then knight d4, obviously hitting the bishop on e6, and also threatening maybe knight c2, although I'm not completely sure about what I just said. So here comes bishop b3, and here comes knight d7. Now look at this. Now this is just like a stronghold on f3 coming about with this and this. So here's knight c3 and knight e5, bishop e3, and knight ef3 check. This is 3-minute chess. So okay, obviously we're not going to go here like king g2. King h1 is a big blunder because queen h2 checkmate. And similarly, is this any good? I don't know. I'm not completely sure, to be absolutely honest with you. I'm sorry. But here is white's move, this move here, king f1. I think now black plays queen h2. Yeah, I'm doing all right so far. Not too bad. And here white played, was it king e2 or d4? So now this stronghold that black had, the d4 square, has now dissipated with white's final move here. Not the final move yet. e5. So king e2. Now what do we play now? We're going to play an obvious move here that we can all find. So that is, of course, rook a d8. And now the bishop goes to d5. And that was after some thought. And here comes queen h5 with this threat of checking with discovery check white's king. And what it exactly does is not immediately apparent. So anyway, further on, so white plays, we're going to flip the board again, white plays, is it rook h1? Yeah, I think it's rook h1. So here we go. Then we get knight g1 check, discovery check on the king. So we get rook h1, knight g1, and then we get king d3 or d2? d3, queen h1, and then of course we want to take the horse with, of course, so we go queen g1, and now all of a sudden the queen goes out from here. I'm not going to swap. So queen h3, and does anyone know what's going on? And queen h1 still offering a queen swap, so guess what? Black goes back to d7. Of course, everyone can see that move. And now comes f4. I just about missed that move. f4. Now, the consequences of bishop takes pawn, f4, is not very good. I will show you. Okay, you ready? Bishop f4, new variation. And then we've got one real horrible move for black to meet is bishop check. Ouch! And you don't need to have me point out why that's so good for white. Because just about anything that goes in front of the diagonal check is taken, even the queen on g7. So I don't need to show you what is the story here. f4, and then we have bishop g7, but of course, and here we have rook queen g2, and I was doing it the wrong way around, and because there's no time to do what I want to do. And then here's b5. Now rook h1 threatens what does it threaten? So, and I think the next move for black is queen d6, so that gives you a clue. White is threatening queen g6 and whatever after, I'm not sure completely, but queen g6 is the big threat, always gets through by white, even though it looks like black might be able to play b4 to bring the knight on c3 to make it go back home again, hopefully. So here we've got the, so this is, I think this game was played on the 31st of October American time or something like that, like late at night or maybe early in the morning. I don't know what time they exactly are over there in Florida. I could have a look. So white's threatening queen g6, and then if possible rook h7 checkmate or queen h7 checkmate. So black plays queen d6 as promised. Now maybe we could just play bishop c5 here. Yeah, that looks quite good, or something like that. But no, white now plays a move that even I could find is queen h3. Now white is truly, definitely threatening queen h7 checkmate. So if black doesn't do something about that real quick, that train's going to come in real fast. So here comes h5, and now I believe that f5 happens. And do we take this? I don't know. Don't think so. I think that this move is next, bishop f6. And then we have this, which threatens queen h5, check with devastating effect. This 3-minute game on chess.com. Thank you very much, chess.com. So this threatens just queen h5 and queen h7 check. So black now plays h4. So now what? Now what do we do? Grovel, 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 grovel. Maybe we could go bishop d4. Was that the move? I'm not completely sure now. That looks quite alright. Anyway, queen g4. Now white is threatening just what? Very simple. Is rook h4 check and queen h4, and I will show you. So I'll just show you a mock move. This move, new variation, rook h4, bishop h4, queen h4, king g7, queen here, check, king here, and bishop d4 check. Is that going to be alright, or is it quite not the best? I will try that another way, Chief. From here, I think, will we play this? That's alright. And then what about if king g6, queen there, check, king there, that looks right. That one there, bishop d4, king g6, forced move, because rook f6 is no good, because a queen h7 check, and g7 and g8 queen, which is looking quite healthy. So after this check is king g6, queen g4 check, then king g7 check, king g7, and that sort of thing. I'm not completely sure. So anyway, let's move on, because my analysis is disturbing this a wee bit. That wasn't the move that black played. Now we have the main line, of course. The real players are here playing this, not me. That's what I do with it. I sort of muck it up a wee bit. So here's rook f1. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now. Sorry, the All Blacks have got third, and I think that's all right too. But like a lot of people are not too happy about it, and we won't go on about it. So we've got rook f1, and now what was black's move? b4, I believe. So now what happens is a move. I'm just trying to see what happens if black plays something else. So here comes a sacrifice from white. Believe it or not, there's a sacrifice here. It's rook f6. Okay. Now the queen took back, but I'm not going to be able to work out on time why the rook doesn't take back straight away. So queen f6, bishop d4, bc3 and bc3, they're both the same move. Queen d4 and cd4. Now it's advantage white, but black has got this past h pawn as hope. So here comes queen f5, threatening the queen checks again, and g7 and g8, or words to that effect, or else just picking up that pawn on h4, which can be a problem, of course. So rook f8 from D, and bishop f7, h3 and queen e5, and this is where the great Hikaru resigned here in this position. It's 1-0. That's the end of this chess session today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you very much, or this week's session. Thank you very much for watching. All the best with your chess, no matter where it is in the world.